Welcome
Hey
back.
everyone, welcome back for another live stream here with SCS Software. We're back for another one of our painting and chucking episodes. If you didn't join us for the very first one, well, do not worry because we've got this episode and maybe even one more to come. But first things first, let's get some introductions done. It's good to be back. My name is Alex.
Hey Alex.
One of your community managers here at SCS Software, joining you live from Germany of all places, and I'm doing pretty well. How about you, Nemiro, our PR and marketing manager?
I'm fine, thanks for asking.
You're going to be doing the trucking today, right? You're behind the wheel.
Yes,
You're doing
zero
the trucking
crashes,
part of the
zero fines, smooth trucking, but you guys will not
Well,
see much of it, I guess.
I don't know. You know, Tomasz behind the scenes does a pretty good job of cutting to the parts where you only crash and only get fines. So maybe we'll see a good montage of that today. But we also have back on the stream for a second time Annie. Hey, one of our 2D artists. Annie, good to have you back. How are you doing today?
I am a bit sleepy, but I'm doing great, and I'm very excited to keep working on this painting.
Yes. If you didn't join us for the previous stream, Annie started a beautiful oil painting here that she's got ahead of her, and made some really good, significant progress. And it's really kind of the idea behind the stream here is that she's painting something from a reference, and we kind of want you to speculate what this might be, right, Nemiro?
Because it is kind of related to the future, I would say. And you know, you guys have all the hints in front of you. Like some hints are, of course, in the image. More hints are in some combinations of the letters from the license plates under it. And yeah, that's it. We wanted to try something new and wanted to start speculations over what it could be.
I love how the chat right now is saying the nose is still there.
The nose is still there.
The nose is still there, yeah.
Painted over, though.
Looking forward to it.
That's it, exactly. So this is the progress so far. If you did miss out on the previous progress, you can always catch up on our YouTube channel. We have the previous VOD there. And of course, we're going to have lots of chatting with you as well. Our chat in between, talking about some American Truck Simulator news. And just talking about art in general. If you have any questions for Annie, by the way, about her talents or about oil painting or digital art or anything more like that as well, then please do get in touch with us via the live chats here on our Twitch, on our YouTube, on our Facebook. We're live on all three at the moment, and we would love to hear from you. Or if you have a question for me and Nemiro, we might be able to answer it as well. Would love to hear from you as well. But otherwise, what's the plan today, Annie? I mean, you already started working on some blacks here, right, on your painting?
Yeah. So last week, if you may remember, I complained a lot about
the road.
Yeah, the road. About me working my whites in way too early. So I'm just currently adding some contrast to make things pop, working in the blacks. And then I'm gonna work on the road a little bit, but I mostly, because that needs repainting, I don't like that part. But mostly I'm finally gonna start working on the mountains way behind in the horizon. And also, I asked boys if they could, lend me a laptop with the chat on it so I could actually read it, because I'm nearsighted. So I've got my chat over there. It's the Twitch chat, so I can ask me questions because I can actually see them now and I can answer them right away.
Yes, please do send those in. Absolutely. In the meantime, Nimiro's going to be doing some trucking here. What job have you just picked up there, Nemiro?
Something big and heavy. Not really
something
sure
big
what
and
it
heavy.
Is. And they kind of tried to warn me that my truck, or I mean, this is still Mark's truck because we are continuing in the American Truck Simulator Let's Play series, so it's Mark's truck actually, but they tried to warn me that it might not be powerful enough to hold this cargo, but I'm gonna give it a try as well. Or
what exactly are you picking up, actually?
Huh? Sorry?
What exactly are you picking up cargo-wise?
Lift truck chassis.
Lift truck chassis. Okay.
It's
So
a
let's see.
massive trailer. See?
Oh
See
boy. Yeah, you might have a little bit of a struggle here, but
Yeah.
let's see how you get on. Let's see how you get on with that. Oh, right. Well, in the meantime, chat, while Nemiro is hooking up here, kind of just want to quickly remind you of quite a bit of news we've been posting over our blog. It's definitely been busy, and we've been posting pretty much daily. If you've missed out on that, blog.scssoft.com. As of most recently, American Truck Simulator news-wise, of course, the big one we released the open beta for American Truck Simulator 1.55 open beta. Now that's not something that's an update to everybody right away. This is the one that you can opt into for testing and giving feedback and such. So those who haven't opted into it, do not panic. But if you do want to opt into it, then please, you're more than welcome to, and we'd love to hear your feedback and more about all of the things that are included in there. Of course, some of the bigger features of the 1.55 update being the Driving Academy. Got the truck driving proficiency update there. That's definitely a challenge. That's one a lot of people have been struggling with.
Did you give it a try, Alex, already?
I haven't yet. I haven't given it a try.
Have to, man. You have
so
to.
I know, I've heard it's a real challenge, especially to get those like extra bonus stars.
Yeah, that's impossible.
That's really, really hard. So that's one definitely would love to hear your thoughts about, your feedback on, and see how you get on. Of course, we've also got quite a few numerous updates to trucks as well, including the 5th generation Freightliner Cascadia updates, bringing quite a few updated options. And also one that I know a lot of you have been wanting and waiting for as well, the Kenworth T680 update. That's a big one. A lot of you are happy about that one. Bringing a ton of new options there, customization wise, and also 3 new cab variants from the 52-inch mid-roof, 76-inch high roof as well, and lots of chassis options and more there as well. So if you want to check out the full details, blog.scsoft.com. And then today we also released a blog on Iowa, one of our upcoming states for American Truck Simulator, about Davenport.
It's getting
the third largest city
close,
in Hawkeye.
right? The release of Iowa.
Yeah, it's looking good though.
Soon.
It's looking good. So if you want to keep up with all the latest American Truck Simulator and of course Euro Truck Simulator 2 news, blog.scsoft.com. We dropped some pretty big bombshells for Euro Truck Simulator 2 as well over the last weekend, right, Nemiro?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we did. We got some introducing a new map DLC in development.
Iceland. I'm so excited,
Iceland.
Man, to be able to go there and see all the beautiful spots that Iceland has to offer.
Have you been to Iceland before?
Yes, I've been once.
You have?
Yeah, but we've been there over Christmas. So, yeah, I mean, it was still beautiful, amazing experience, but like half of the most iconic places, the nature places, were closed due to, too much of a snow on the roads leading to them.
Oh.
So I didn't really see that Iceland that everyone's going to see, during summer and stuff like that. We did a winter Iceland.
Well,
you know what?
You know what, man? It sounds like another SES on the road trip in the making. That one.
Research trip. Let's go.
We should go back.
2 months at Iceland.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And of course, the other big bombshell that we dropped as well was the confirmation
Coaches.
of Project Coaches. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a big one. That kind of blew up the internet a little bit.
I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be the right person to do any live streams with coaches. Like taking responsibility over passengers in a bus with me behind steering wheel.
Yeah, no.
Hey, keep focused on your painting.
Well, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But that was another big one. But yeah, this should be interesting. Of course, we have the road trip project for ATS as well. And yeah, keep up to date with all of that on our blogs, on our social media. We'll definitely be sharing more news as it's coming available to us, as we're ready to share it in the near future. Very exciting.
Chet is savage. Start.
What are they saying?
Start practicing with livestock.
What? Chat. Come on. Alex, how does that open beta work? Do you guys get paid for doing the beta? Just curious. Oh man, that would be an expensive beta if you got paid. No, it's free for everyone to opt into, and you do that via Steam. All you need it's at the bottom of the blog. We have like a little text blurb there that tells you exactly how to opt in via Steam, but it's completely free to do. Unfortunately, nobody gets paid for it, but we will take all your feedback and comments and then make that or make adjustments according to your feedback and comments for the full 1.55 release, and that ultimately benefits the whole community. So a big thank you to everybody who does contribute to reporting bugs and feedback. Honestly, it makes a massive difference. So big thank you to everybody there for their dedication. All right. So I'm seeing lots of guesses and such in the chat, and it's interesting to see everyone's ideas.
I also saw a bunch of questions, but you guys were discussing the... Oh, I don't know how to scroll on this thing.
Oh. 2 fingers maybe at once.
I think it is, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's advanced. Somebody said... where is it?
Someone's asking, I'm wondering what oil painting brand any use.
Oil painting. Oh yeah,
The
these
brand.
God damn it.
This stream is sponsored by...
These are Antons. I believe they're made in Czech Republic.
Nice.
Okay,
I think.
cool.
I think. Yep.
We have a comment here coming from Mechanic458 saying, "Hello Annie, your 2 birds picture was really nice."
Thank you. It's a commission that I finished recently.
Oh yeah, you were telling us about that.
Yeah. So I gave it to the client on a Saturday, and he loved it, and his girlfriend did as well. So
that's great. And Nemiro asked you last time, how does it feel to give away a painting?
Oh yeah,
made you a little bit sad, or
yeah,
how
it's
was
bittersweet. It's bittersweet, but it's honestly it's a nice experience. Like for me, someone who's done like digital art most of her life, and is just now getting into traditional, it's such an interesting thing to experience and go through, and it's just wonderful. Bittersweet, but wonderful.
Did you ever think like maybe one day like having a show in some local gallery or a coffee shop?
Not really, because I don't have like enough original art, I would say, because I'm still, I spend a lot of most of my free time drawing, but sometimes it's commission, sometimes it's fan art, and for if you want to hold an exhibition, you need to have a lot of original art and something to show. I'm still spend most of my time at work still, so it's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. But maybe one day, who knows?
That's fair. Kill3RG asking, do you sell any of your artwork or paintings?
No, I don't. I don't even. I actually don't even have the commissions open. I only accept projects when I really want to do them because I'm extremely busy, and I also wanna focus on my own projects more, because the free time's free time's very limited, and so I'm kind of turning back the wheel on side projects.
You did some other art-related projects like illustrating a book or comics?
Yeah.
Right?
I do accept commissions sometimes, but I'm doing each year I try to do fewer and fewer of them, because I spend most of my time at work. I have very little free time, so I need to be clever with that free time so that I don't overwork myself.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Finding the balance is always important.
Yeah, exactly.
Always very, very important. Let's have a look here. Okay, we got a dad joke in the chat. Dad joke alert. Doc Nader saying, I once dated a painter. She gave me the brush off. Okay.
But wait a second, I should have some things here.
What do you have?
I don't think it works today.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, it's turned off. But there is that badumts, sound effect for dad jokes. It's turned off today.
Roy Raw asking, Annie, do you use any of your paintings at home for decoration?
Not yet, but I do have. There are some things that I plan. Actually, I do have 2 paintings. It's a set of an Eclectus Barrett couple that I plan to hang up at our place somewhere once we decide where. And I also want to paint a bonfire for our bedroom. I already bought a very a canvas for it that's got this like very nice shape, because it's like a really like long rectangle, so I think that's gonna work really well. But I haven't started yet, but I plan to start working on that one soon.
Did you ever try like spray painting?
No, and that's not something that's interested me personally. But it's cool to look at, but I cannot imagine myself doing it, because I like the feeling of just doing the brush strokes.
What about you, Nemiro? Have you ever done any sort of like art or spray painting before, anything like this?
No.
No? Never?
No.
I have. I've done spray painting in
London.
London.
So you were like a train writer?
No. So in London, there's actually 2 very famous locations where it is legally allowed to spray paint. And they're quite big areas. One of them is called Leek Street Tunnel. And it's like this huge, long tunnel.
So it's like legal there?
It's legal. The whole thing is just covered in beautiful murals and paintings, and every time you walk through it, there's always somebody working on something, and so there's always new artwork when you go down there.
Like
you can
paint
walk there,
solid
take
color
spray
over.
pans. Yep. And the other one is a skate park on the South Bank, which is like near the London Eye. You just go a little bit further down. There's a skate park there, and you can also do graffiti there legally as well.
What did you paint?
Stickman.
It's always the stickman.
I don't know what to do anything else. I don't know. I can put my name and stuff, but just to kind of experiment and see how the can works, and do it in an environment where I don't have to worry about getting too messy, like in my home, or smelly or anything like this. But I never went anywhere with it. So, but those are very interesting locations in London if anyone is ever nearby those areas or wants to give it a try. Next question here. I did see an interesting question that came in. Oh yeah, Heroic Trucker. Do you see that question there, Annie?
Have you ever been to an art museum? Yes, of course. I go there very often. I love art. I think every artist kind of does.
And another question here. Oh, go ahead.
I also love. Somebody asked if I have like a favorite piece of artwork. It's a difficult. Last time we spent like 20 minutes making a top 6 of my video games. We're not gonna do the same with artwork.
Yeah, please let's not do that. Otherwise, you're gonna end like top 10 or.
But
top
I'm
20.
just gonna say that I love. Like there's one thing that I love doing. It's like buying prints from artists, like small artists.
To support them.
Yeah, just to support them. Like whenever I find an artist on Instagram that I like, or if I go to an exhibition by an artist and they sell prints, then I might get one, because it's a nice way to support the artist directly and also own something that might be in a very limited supply, because sometimes you've got like only like 15 prints made, and that's all there is.
True.
So yeah, we do have quite a few pieces in our apartment that are just prints.
That sounds really cool though.
Is your boyfriend interested into art as well?
Yes, actually. Because I don't know if I started throwing some artist names around, because like people might not recognize them, but we do have like a year ago we went to an exhibition by Adolf Lachmann here in Prague, and each one of us bought a huge print that was like €100 each. So
okay.
And that was before we lived together, and now we do, and we're still looking for a place to put them so they can be.
Soon you will run out of space on the walls.
Not really. Like the walls are. We don't wanna like over decorate. That's sort of thing. So like probably what. I have a lot of art, but I don't have all of it displayed. I like to once I get bored of looking at one painting, I swap it for something else, and then I swap it back for something else. But yeah, we love art, and we love buying art, and I love like buying prints from artists, knowing like knowing just like what I'm getting and when I'm getting it from. Like I couldn't just go to a random website that just steals images off of the internet and sells them with an insane markup, and I'd rather buy fewer prints but of higher quality.
Gotcha. So where would you say
support.
is the best place to discover those kind of artists that are kind of like selling these things? You just go on Instagram and look for art?
Yeah, I just go
or
on
you go
Instagram.
into,
Like
yeah.
I don't really like. That's probably like the only social media site that I use, and I discover a lot of artists there. And
Gotcha.
also,
Interesting. I guess it's.
yeah. Also,
I
like
was gonna say it's also probably like a good mood board, right? Like on Instagram, you get like a whole feed of like art, and it's kind of like inspiration for you.
yeah. For me, that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from, because the way the algorithm works is like the more you engage with the type of content, the more of that content you get to see. So mine is mostly just F1 memes and art and videos of parrots. And I couldn't have it any other way, honestly.
That's perfect. Nani or Nain, the artist, has asked, how long has Annie been doing art?
All my life, but I've only taken it seriously. Like started taking it seriously. I don't know if like in my 20s, and I've been doing traditional art for like 6 months. but this is like you know, when I got into this, I already had like years of digital art experience, so it's transferable skills. So it's not like I'm not a beginner. Like I'm beginner with the medium, but not a beginner artist. And I'm also like not. I wouldn't say that I'm naturally talented. I'm definitely not. My art was just like, you know, with me like looking for new artists to follow all the time. Like I see so many young prodigies on Instagram, and they're amazing. And then I remember what my art looked like when I was 18, and I just want to laugh because it wasn't nice.
We have to start somewhere. We all have to start somewhere, and that's exactly that, yeah. But I was going to ask, you talk about when you transfer your digital over to kind of like physical, and like when you're working on a tablet, of course you have like the pens, right, that they kind of push down according to the pressure that you're doing the strokes or the brushes with. Is that like a similar feel to how you're now painting with this oil brushes, or is it a completely different feeling that you kind of have to get used to?
It's that also like depends on the way the brushes are programmed, actually, because there's a lot of customization you can do, and it depends. Like the Procreate, the program that I use on my iPad for painting, like the way the brushes are programmed in that program, it's a bit different than I would say when I paint in Photoshop, and it took me years to get used to it, actually. And now that I have, I'm actually in love with it, and I kind of don't really paint in Photoshop anymore. Not that I like did paint, but I like the attempt that I did. And you can program your brushes to act like something that doesn't really have an equivalent in real world, or you can make them act like almost like a real brush. There's like so much customization that you can do. So can it be different? It can be very different, but it can also be like very, very similar. Like I would say, it depends on the brush, depends on the program, depends on all the like different like blending settings and stuff like that. I know people who are excellent traditional painters, and they just cannot do digital painting to save them their life, because they have spent all their life doing traditional and they've mastered it, and now they just feel like they just aren't comfortable with what the iPad can do, or any other tablet or any other program. So yeah, it depends. Like for me personally, each medium is different, and I generally like I've learned that I enjoy painting and sketching more than doing thin lines, which I did for a few years. I did nothing but like very thin, clean lines, and I kind of burned out on it. So now I feel like the painting experience, the traditional painting experience, is fairly similar to what I get on iPad with my settings. It's not the same, obviously, but I would say it's somehow similar. Is it? I don't know if that answered your question. There's like so much So much nuance going on.
No, that's all good. And I know that like art can get very expensive, like any hobby, right? When you're doing digital art, you can buy these huge professional tablets by, you know, some of the top brands or like iPads and stuff like that. But for maybe people who are interested in doing digital art, but maybe don't have the means or access to an iPad, for example, is there other ways they can start off by learning? I mean, does a keyboard and mouse work, or
Definitely.
would you recommend just get like a tablet with no screen, or?
Definitely. Like, that's one thing I always tell people. I've done digital art since I was like 12 for the first and the tablets that I bought my iPad, which I still have. I've had it for almost 6 years now.
Oh,
I
wow.
spent my first 2 or maybe 3 paychecks was it, and I got it at 24 years old. And a lot of people, like, I sometimes hear, you know, I really want to get into digital painting, but I cannot afford an iPad. And that's just, it's like skipping so many steps. Like, if you have so much money, you don't know what to do with it, and yeah, get an iPad. But other than that, like, Into Us, for example, I think it used to be called Bamboo, but now it's just Into Us. That's like a €50 tablet, or maybe even cheaper. Or you can get it. I think you can get a second hand for a I don't know, not too much. Like, I see it being sold even on Vinted all the time. It's just very cheap. Get one of those. You don't even need to get Photoshop. There's like so many free or programs where you pay for a license once and it's yours forever. So, and then maybe you know, if you like it, you might get a screen tablet. But I personally, I've never had any of those expensive screen tablets for PC because I don't really like it. It's also not very good for your back. I'm speaking from my experience. I have a lot of friends who use them. Even with the iPad, I cannot like draw on it cannot just like have it resting on my desk or in my lap, because my neck would just hurt so bad after like an hour and a half. So the way I paint on it when I work on my iPad, which I spend a lot of time working on it because I've been learning to paint on it, I actually lie on my stomach and kind of have like put a pillow like underneath my chest, you know, to hold myself up, like really do everything in my power to not hurt my back. And on PC, I find it, you know, with me using the tablet for like 8 to 12 hours a day, I find the non-screen tablets are more comfortable to work with, and that's what I've been working with for the past more than 15 years.
Wow.
So get one of those, and if you want to get into, like, I don't know, I've been using Photoshop for so long, I cannot like obviously GIMP's the easy, cheap one to just get you familiarized with the landscape of a digital painting program, so you can understand, you know, layers and all that jazz. And then you might get something like, I don't know, Clip Studio Paint. I think it's not that expensive. I don't know. There's Affinity's also a one-time license.
Is it like super important for you, like graphic artists, to have the displays and monitors properly calibrated for the proper colors?
Yeah. It's a good point. Definitely, like the colors. I actually, that's also funny because I'm giving all this advice, which I cannot really follow myself, because I had up until last winter, when I got a expensive graphics monitor, like a designer monitor for Christmas, I actually had a really cheap monitor setup, which was like the only stuff I could afford. And I would always have to like triple check, you know, whenever I create art at home, I would check it, I would bring it to work, because I've got decent monitors here, and, you know, check how it looks, make adjustments after work on this computer, so that was inconvenient. That is like one thing.
Is the difference big?
It matters. Like, one thing, I personally don't like Mac computers, but credit where credit is due. That's like one thing they are really amazing at. It's just like the colors look good, and I know a lot of designers use them for that reason. They just get like a second-hand MacBook and just, you know, put Photoshop on it and just go to town.
Interesting. And I always wanted to ask you guys, do you guys know do you guys know on Instagram those kind of like videos when someone did an art and they keep zooming in, and there are like different scenarios, and then they zoom in on the tooth of a one guy in a scene, and there is like whole universe.
Those.
And how one can create this? Like, what's the process to create this? Did you ever try that?
I've never tried, but I'm not sure myself, because it doesn't seem like, obviously, like given this would be easy to do if it was vector art, which I don't think it is. It could be. So if it's vector art, then easy to recreate. Not the art itself, just this idea. But because this would require a really, really, really big canvas. So I'm starting to think like there might be some like program for it, like a drawing program that's, I don't know, well optimized, or maybe the art is just like painted as a bitmap and then vectorized. Like, I don't know myself how they do it. I've never actually looked into it. I do wanna look into it at some point. Well,
yeah, those are cool. Those are really, really fun. I see them every now and again on Instagram. Man,
I wonder
so many layers.
How long does it take to create one of these? Like,
yeah.
I've never tried myself, so that's a question I cannot even answer.
Okay, next stream we're gonna do one of these.
I need to figure out how to do this.
Just casually, within an hour and a half.
Within an hour, you know.
I don't know how you're gonna have to do that. Yeah, a lot of people in the chat thinking it's vectors as well. Might be vectors. I mean,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. But then sometimes I see art that doesn't look like a vector, so I'm just like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I didn't look into it. So that does look cool. I do adore that gimmick. It's cute little. I should start working on the mountains and just keep repainting this area.
Yeah, no, I'm liking because you're adding some like depth and shadows to the trees here, right? Is what you're doing right now. Kind of making it look like they've kind of got layers, that they're more fully brushed out. They've got some depth to them and lighting as well. And I guess that's an important thing. Like, you kind of have to think about the light source and where it's kind of coming from and how it kind of shines down on the landscape that you're painting. Would you say that's quite a challenging part of replicating in oil painting?
Yeah. I'm working on the contrast, like you said.
No, you're good.
What's a bit challenging here in this room is, kinda
the studio lighting.
Yeah, the studio lighting.
It's too bright.
It's quite harsh, right?
I'll make it work. I like, this. Oh, I accidentally put some orange in there, but it actually doesn't look that bad.
It's a flower. It's some beautiful
No
flower.
mistakes, just happy little accident.
Exactly.
That's it.
Okay, you can make some cute little brushes.
So what kind of ideal lighting conditions would you work with on an oil painting? Would you just use natural lighting preference, or?
Yeah. Generally, like sitting with my back to a window, like in a well lit room has. Like, I do like that, but I need to try painting outside at some point.
I see a lot of people have been doing it. Like, I was in France not too long ago, and there was a guy out there with his ease, or even whatever it's called, to hold the canvas. And
there is like the whole district, like I think they call it Montmartre district, and every weekend in the morning hours there is like a bunch of artists painting on the street, and it's kind of like. It's kind of the thing in Paris. Yeah, I was there once. It's beautiful. It has its vibe, you know.
Yeah, I like these. I've seen a guy on Instagram or YouTube Shorts, I don't remember which one recently, where he'll like find really nice houses or houses that have a lot of character in the neighborhood or wherever he's traveling, and like go to the home, knock on the door, ask like for permission from the owner to like paint the house, and at the end he gives it to them as like a gift. It's like an oil painting as well, or something like that. It's really nice, and like he meets lots of people through this way, and like kind of learns about the character of the house, a little bit of the history of the house, and yeah, it's really nicely done.
And then it turns out it's just an Airbnb, and
don't ruin it.
Sorry, man.
We're trying to be cute.
Yeah, we don't live here.
Yeah, you can paint it, but we don't really live here.
Yeah, no, I like it though. It's a nice vibe.
It's like those like kind of trendy videos on Instagram that those videographers are offering free video for owners of nice cars. something
like making
similar,
like
right? Yeah, like
a like a little car.
yeah, like a
video
little 30
montage.
seconds like montage of some roll bys and stuff like that.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, welcome along, chat, by the way. If you're just joining us, welcome along to our second live stream here with Annie, doing a bit of painting and trucking.
And
we're
yapping.
And yapping, a lot of yapping going on. I've avoided the topic of F1 because I've seen a few people talking about it in the chat, but I feel like if we start that, that's it. That's a whole stream. That's a whole stream to itself. But
Annie, have you ever been to an art fair festival? And if so, what have you found there or seen other work? If you mean like one of those festivals where people sell art, there's a lot of those in Prague. Like I sometimes go to various events. I prefer the small ones because I. Usually.
Have you ever heard about Splash Conference here in Prague?
I think I went there like a decade ago.
Was it good? Because every year they're trying to get us there.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Why are we discussing this on stream?
Why not?
I think I went there when I studied art for a year and a half before I got kicked out. I think we went there one semester. From what I remember, it was really cool.
Okay.
But we should discuss this after.
Fair enough. Would you like...
Annie's favorite driver did well this weekend. Yes, he did.
Come on. No F1 topic.
Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go. We already spoke like...
Any V8 lovers in the chat, please say at least one.
Should we put out a poll? F1 versus NASCAR? Should we?
I love this. This is my chat now. This is my stream now. We're gonna talk about art and Formula One and coffee. How do you like your coffee, guys? We actually here at the SCS office we have baristas and oh my god, it's so awesome.
The coffee is so good.
Yeah, the coffee is so good, and I have a very specific order. I like my coffee. I drink latte with oat milk, and 2 shots of espresso, and I get it every day, so I don't even have to tell the girls what I want because they know my order.
Oh.
And that's how I drink my coffee. And when I drink it, because I prefer like less milk, more coffee. When I make it at home, I have a small mug, so I still do the double shot, but I just put like a little.
You take like 1 coffee per day, or?
It's a double shot, so usually like 2 shots of espresso a day. Yeah. Sometimes during the weekend, I may have
2 of these.
I have two of these.
2 of these cocktails.
Do you have any milk and sugar black lately? Black.
Alex,
take over.
Alex, I
like
think
I didn't.
Where's the tea?
I didn't watch Le Mans. Okay.
I wanted to tell you, Alex, like you probably don't know, but I stopped drinking coffee and switched fully to black tea, man.
Let's go. Tea gang, where we at?
See software, take a truck with a trailer and this Annie place a piece of drawing in the trailer. We're nice idea. Maybe, possibly, could happen. We have noted. Idea's been noted. D, what's that?
Come on. Tea team.
Tea's good.
Tea team, yeah.
But I prefer. Tea is. My boyfriend's a huge tea guy.
Proper black tea.
I like
black tea.
I like black tea. I prefer black tea. I don't really like fruit teas, but there are a few exceptions.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a big deal here in the UK. We even have like the tea time alarm. I'm not sure if a lot of you have seen that online before.
Yes.
We have like this nationwide alarm go off, and we will have to have tea at that time.
Really?
So yeah, I mean, luckily I have an app because I'm in Germany right now, so it alerts me on my phone when it's tea
You're
time.
kidding.
So
It's like
you have an app for that.
Yeah, it just tells me when it's time to have tea.
I'm sorry. That's amazing.
What's the time?
It's a mandatory thing. It can happen
what's the
anytime.
time?
That's amazing.
What's
The
the time
government
then?
tells us. The government tells
It's
us,
different
man.
every day. Why do you need app?
Because they just press the button and it's tea time, you know.
Wait,
That's
is he joking? Because I sometimes like struggle with recognizing
I think-
people are being sarcastic.
I think that's
Is he
his
joking?
best try for a British humor, which everyone in the
it's-
world knows it sucks.
Because
Look,
I believe
you can
it.
look it
I
up.
believe it.
Hey, come on, it's not bad. British humor's good, man. We got some good shows.
I mean, yeah, okay. I love Guy Ritchie's movies, so yeah.
Fair enough.
So much racing last weekend. Yeah. I only watched the Canada. Deal with it. You got me on. I've only watched the Canada GP. But I should watch the rest. Honestly, I kind of feel ashamed of myself.
There's an F1 race in Canada. Where? Where in Canada? Is it Toronto?
It was at a really pretty place. Where's it held?
Vancouver, something like that. Quebec?
It is. Where actually is it?
Where was
I
it?
don't even know.
Montreal. Okay.
Montreal.
Montreal. That's it. Yeah. It's a really pretty track. When they were showing the shots over the track, it's like right next to this beautiful river.
Montreal.
And they have like water surrounding it and
F1
everything.
movie.
Yeah.
F1 in it. Are you guys gonna see the F1 movie?
No, thanks.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking chat because unlike you, the chat is actually cool and the chat understands me.
Can I just say, I'm a big fan of F1, right? But I really wish that for the F1 movie they did something like a true story about how actual F1 drivers make it into F1. Like, for example, like Lewis Hamilton, you know, with the go-kart and everything like this, rather than like an American driver. It's a movie. It's a fictional thing and about an American driver coming into F1. It's like, this would never happen.
Yeah, it's fictional. But I'm still gonna see it.
I don't know.
Also because the OST is really good. Like, it's been on Spotify for a while, and it's like one of those. Like, I listened to a few songs, and my reaction was, "This has no business being such a banger." So
yes, someone in the chat is right. The Gran Torino was. No, he said Gran Turismo. Oh my god. Gran Torino was a good movie, not Gran Turismo. But I never knew, until recently, I never knew that Gran Turismo was actually based on a real story.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Whoa, that's my exit. Sorry.
You should take that. You should take that. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I kind of would have liked a more realistic approach to it, but whatever. I mean, it's entertainment.
Yeah, I'm still gonna see it. I think.
I think I'll still go see it. And
I'm gonna ask.
See what's up.
The 5 people at SCS who are into F1 if they want.
That's Alex, Oscar, you, and who else?
You're gonna have to like pay for a lot of plane tickets.
Okay.
You know.
And Benny is super into F1 as well.
Oh, he is. Benny loves F1 as well. Yeah. We talk about it every stream as well. Well, before the stream anyway.
I mean, Benny and Oscar were actually like setting up their alarms during a business trip to be able to wake up in the night and watch a F1 race.
Yeah,
oh
I do that too.
That's
like waking up at 6 a.m. for the Australian
Yeah.
ones or whatever times it is. Or yeah, those are brutal. But hey ho, it is what it is. All right, enough F1 talk. We got some more questions in the chat. Make sure you're posting them if you got any comments or questions for Annie as she's doing this beautiful painting. It's looking great, by the way. I'm really loving the progress here. Loving the trees and the
blending here.
Yeah.
This is the thing I love about oil is that you can blend with it on the canvas because the paint stays wet for long. It's what makes it challenging, but also what allows you to do things that you cannot do with acrylics.
Seen some guesses in the chat as well. Now, here's the thing, chat.
They're all wrong.
Well,
I've seen a lot of correct guesses.
I've seen some good guesses. I've seen some bad guesses.
I've seen bad guesses on YouTube and correct guesses on YouTube. I've seen bad and correct guesses on our forums. I've seen them everywhere. Not gonna tell you which are which.
That's it. The thing is, we can't exactly say right now, but we'd love to hear your guesses. We'd love to hear your guesses.
I'm gonna start working on what time is it? Oh, it's still good. I'm gonna start working on the mountains soon. I just don't really want to work on this off screen, but I need to work on that. Any questions for me?
Of course, you can't say, Alex, I can't. I mean, that's just,
I mean,
that's just the rules.
I mean, what do you guys expect, right?
What do you guys expect? Yeah, exactly. What are we guessing about? The painting. What do you think it's about? It's a hint of the future, right, Nemiro?
Oh, yes.
Hint of the future.
Or maybe. Or no.
Yes, it
Maybe.
is.
It is. It isn't. Maybe.
We did confirm that last time that it is.
We did.
It is ATS related and it is a very cool thing. Something you should type I was here in chat for.
I was here.
I hope I'm allowed to say this.
I mean, you already said that.
True. Aha.
There's no turning back
There's
now.
no turning back.
Trucking Jimmy says, when she paints the UFO, all will become clear.
Yeah,
We could
that would be a plot twist.
I want to believe.
turn the nose into an UFO.
The roads of Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Interesting
Come on,
answer.
Jeff.
We're proud to announce our new partnership. No,
Nice.
nah,
Maybe.
not at all. There are some ghostly lines in the air. Conspiracy. Oof. We'll see.
That's Nemiro's nose. But soon it's gonna be painted over. So
You
soon
promised that today it's gonna disappear.
it might partially disappear.
Oh, come on.
Seeing some talk here about some of the license plates as well. They might be looking in the right
I
direction.
mean, the
with
hint
that
is
as well.
there. The hint is there.
There's something there. It's a pretty cool collection of I do like American license plates. I gotta say, I do like how they design them and they have like their landmark or like national flower or animal on them. Like us in the UK and I guess Europe is kind of boring, right? It's just very straightforward. But in the States, it's like colorful. It's so nice and colorful. Do like that a lot.
It actually looks like a nose in the air. That's because it is a nose.
It is.
It is a
Nice
nose.
guess.
It is. It is. Just a plain rectangle for EU plates, yeah, and they're just yellow white. Pretty much, for the most part.
Okay.
And it's got some pickup trucks, and you got some muscle
sir.
cars on the bottom as well. Very
Yeah,
nice.
seems like, right?
Where are you taking those?
To my garage.
Man. Tell me you got a bonus without telling me you got a bonus, right?
There's
Man,
If I win lottery, I would not tell anyone, but there will be some hints.
there would be some signs, exactly.
there's a
man's
question
turning
for
up to
you
work.
guys in chat.
Uh-huh. Question for Nemiro. Commercial for the... The answer
question.
is probably yes.
Okay, okay. Interesting. Car and pickup, very cool. Say you did have that kind of disposable money. What car would you get, Nemiro?
Oh my god,
What
here
would
we
be the
go.
dream one?
This is my top 3 list that's gonna end with
This
top
is
20.
yep, go for it. Tell us.
You
is your
want
go-to?
me to say just one?
You can say 3 or 5 if you want. But 1 if you want to as well.
Probably Lambo Huracan would be one
okay.
of them. Then Ram TRX probably would be second one. And then probably some vintage muscle car like a Charger from 1967
Ooh.
or 69, something like that.
Mm-mm.
What about you, Alex? And don't say Tesla, please. Or we done.
Oh, I don't know, man. I think I've always been a massive fan of the Peel P50. You know this one?
No.
No. It's like the
You mean
smallest
you mean
car
Ford
in the world.
F-150 or
No. No, it's like the tiniest car. It's like fits like just one person cramped in a 50 horsepower. or
is it
something
like
this.
Mr. Bean's car or something like that?
No, it's smaller than that.
Even
If
smaller,
I could show
okay.
you, I have to show
Is
you
it the
a
one
picture
that
after
was
the
in a
stream.
Top Gear in one of
Yeah,
the
with
offices?
Jeremy
Oh yeah,
Clarkson.
he was
The
driving
really,
around
really
the
small
office
one.
in it, right?
Yeah,
That was hilarious.
exactly that one. Yeah.
I miss the old Top Gear.
Oh yeah, everyone misses.
Yeah, me too.
Everyone misses the old Top Gear.
Yeah,
The new one is such a trash, man.
They got rid of it now, but there was like a museum in the south of England that had all of the cars that they like created and made use of in a museum, so you can go like see them all. It was pretty cool, like the boats and stuff that they converted, or the cars they made into boats. Yeah, but going back to your car, I mean, McLaren P1.
Did you see how fast they lose on the value? Like
No.
they are number one. They are number one.
Are they?
Yes, they are number one in losing value.
As soon as you buy it, £5.
Not that much, but it drops like crazy. Yeah.
That's fine.
But yeah, nice car.
DeLorean's always a cool one. DeLorean's a nice retro car to have, isn't it? Convert it into like a little Back to the Future version. Red Raider saying they would love a 67 Shelby GT500.
That's a specific.
Yeah.
But
they thought
nice
about
choice.
that one.
Nice choice, man.
Oh, the Bewley, you mean, Alex? Yes. The museum took over collection. You can still see them. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. It was quite a cool collection they had there.
I hope Mark's
McLaren
gonna
at
be happy
F1.
with how much money I made for his profile.
He made good money.
Yeah, like
He's
have
gonna spend it all, man.
276,000.
Dang. Can you pay off any loans?
You're
Or
good.
no?
Oh yeah, he has a lot of loads, I guess.
Hummer H1. Do you know what? As a kid, I was like, the Hummer would be such a cool car to have.
342,000 to pay.
But I heard the Hummer's like a maintenance nightmare, and it just
Which
gazzles
one?
Gus like
Which one
anything.
though?
The Hummer
Which one
H1?
though? Yes, H1. That's the only that's the only one. Anything more
It's
than
a cool-
H1 is trash.
It's cool, but like it's just, I don't know if it can even fit on UK roads. Like because such
Probably
small roads,
no.
man. Yeah,
And
they
they never-
like taking up both lanes.
And they never made them with right-hand drive, right?
No.
Yeah. So you guys would have to switch to a proper way of driving on the road.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good one. The 2001 BMW M3 GTR from Need for Speed's Most Wanted. Every
Hell yeah.
kid and teenager wanted that. That silver with the blue lines.
Yeah.
Iconic, man. Iconic. Everybody wanted that car. Air Crew's asking, Annie, have you ever been to the National Art Gallery in Washington, D.C.?
I have never been to Washington, so no.
Well, there you go.
Have you been to
Washington,
Louvre
DC.
in Paris?
Yeah, I have been to Louvre.
Did you see Mona Lisa?
I did.
Have you? Were you surprised how
worth it?
small it is?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
I was
I
like,
think everybody believes it's kind of like this size.
yeah.
right? And
It's like that's it.
Is it worth it though? I've never been. But like I've heard that everybody just goes for the Mona Lisa and doesn't really see the rest of the museum, which I have heard has even more beautiful art than
Yes.
just the Mona Lisa.
I would say don't get tricked to see only Mona Lisa. The Louvre, the whole
Also-
museum has so many beautiful arts and statues.
also with how many people there are in front of the Mona Lisa.
That's
like
true.
that's kind of like the weird
You can't
part
see
of
her,
the museum.
basically.
Yeah. I mean, you can at one point, you see her, you
And
maybe
they keep
take a
the
picture.
they keep the crowd even like at the distance from the painting. And the painting is like in triple bulletproof glass or something like that. So Mona Lisa is like overrated, but the museum is beautiful.
I wouldn't say it's overrated, but like the experience, like the painting's amazing, but the experience of it is like it is what it has to be like that.
Yeah,
'cause
it's
everybody
not what I
wants- Yeah,
expected.
you need to keep it. They need to keep the painting safe and people safe, and don't go there just to see Mona Lisa.
I remember when I was young, when we went to the Netherlands with my family, went to go see quite a lot of like Van Gogh's work. I remember
yeah.
that was quite nice.
I've been in
Yeah.
the Amsterdam one.
Did he say overrated? What? Someone's very upset
Don't
with
take-
you in the chat.
Don't take me serious, Chad. Like I'm not the right person to talk about any art. So
No, but I think like you got your point across. Like the experience is probably not what most people would expect it to be. Like you
I've
have this like romantic
Yeah.
idea in your head that it's gonna be just you, your partner, an empty museum, and you staring at a
Oh, yeah.
huge painting of Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
It's-
no,
it's
that's
not
not
like
gonna
that.
happen.
Like you're still gonna see it. Like it's amazing that you even get to see it, but it's not like that. I wish I had more brushes. Honestly, I might actually have to get more brushes for next time.
I've seen like a lot of photos from like that part of the museum as well, and it's like that big crowd. Like a lot of people just have their phones up as well, which is even weirder because like there's a million pictures of the Mona Lisa online. Like you don't have to take a photo of it, you know, it's already there.
But, you know, we live in the age of Instagram. Everyone has to have a photo in front of Mona Lisa, right?
That's true. It's true.
I dislike that even at concerts when like everybody's.
Oh, I hate that. That's the reason why I stopped going to any concerts, because the crowd is dead and everyone's just recording.
Like
it's
in
just
the
a
past
sea of screens.
Yeah, in the past 2 years, I've actually like I don't go to concerts very often, but I've been to I saw Björk and I saw Iron Maiden like 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
And both of these concerts had the musician like specifically request at the beginning of the concert that they don't want to see any phones.
Mm-hmm.
Like
but
obviously there's gonna be phones.
They still were there, right?
But it's still good that they don't say, you know, okay, take a picture, but don't like record the whole thing, because there's gonna be professional pictures and stuff like that. And that was, I think,
people are missing the show. Basically,
like hey, we all take a picture.
Yeah.
Okay, or even record a 20-second video out of it.
Of your favorite part.
But the people who like sit like I don't know 100 meters away from the podium and they still record the whole thing, like
some of them are they even live stream in it.
yeah. Why?
I've seen this. Yeah.
Just
be in the moment. Be in the moment.
Doing Iceland research. Actually, that's funny. This is again. This is not Iceland. I'm painting something that isn't Iceland. But yeah, she's one of the artists that I would say grew up on to a degree.
You guys are fans of Linkin Park. What do you think about the new singer? Yeah, Emily, I think it's her name.
I think I did listen to few songs. I thought they were alright. Like
okay.
But I've never been like a hardcore fan. Like
I see.
That also that's also one of the bands that I grew up on. You know, the old songs when I'm 10 years old, and what I've done just come out. You know,
I mean, I think she's got some fantastic talent. Like she's really good at what she does, and the way she can hold a screen for so long as well is insane. On some of the songs that she does. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's not the old Linkin Park, and it's true, but like, it's like a new era, right?
But that's the thing. I mean, she's not supposed to be Chester.
She's not meant to
right?
be. No, exactly, yeah. So, but I like it. I've liked the new album. I like the new songs. Even when they performed, did you see them perform the opening for like the League of Legends World
No, they did it for League of Legends stuff?
Yeah, I only ever... Okay, I don't play League of Legends. I don't like.
I try not to as well because
game.
It's the most toxic community I've ever been to.
But that said, I do always watch the openings of their championships because they always have a fantastic performance and actually.
I like their like movies as well, like those.
Yeah,
those
and like
the art direction
Arcane.
of everything they do, like Riot does with League of Legends, is amazing.
And I really enjoyed the Arcane show as well.
Arcane was great. You watched both seasons, right?
Nah, the second one was kind of trash.
What? No, you can't say
it
that,
was,
man.
For me, it was like overcomplicated with that dimensional stuff and whatever, you know what I mean.
I didn't find it too bad. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, yeah.
I'm gonna blow your mind. I haven't seen Arcane.
Oh, you should.
What?
You should. The first season is like top notch.
What?
First season is awesome.
I like
if you like the movies from like League of Legends.
Listen, I know it's amazing. But the thing is like I don't like to ride on hypes because I don't want to be influenced by like the stuff that I see. So when something like extremely popular, I like to wait a year or two before I watch it.
Okay. To
be fair, is like a weird thing that I do. So I haven't watched Arcane. I'm like I wanna, cause now like I know which. You know, you see the memes, you see art, and I try. Not only I don't want to get spoiled, but I kind of want to have like a.
So you skipped Squid Game as well. When it was popular?
I saw the first season.
Okay.
But I think isn't there like 2 more at this point?
I don't know, Alex. Is there a second season of Squid Game now?
Second season, and there's a third one coming out this year as well.
Yeah. Is it still
like next
as
month?
good as the first one?
I like the first one. Is the second one good?
Second one,
okay.
I'd say the second one is okay so far. Yeah.
Do you remember how we watched the whole stuff through one of the business trip we took to London together?
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, in London. I remember that, yeah.
Let's get cooking, chat. Goodbye, nose.
Let's get cooking.
Finally.
Is it going? Oh, damn.
We're gonna do the mountain. So this is gonna be
No.
3 streamer then.
Okay. I was gonna say about show hypes. One big one that like everyone was really confused with me and my fiance about is that we hadn't actually watched Breaking Bad at all.
I watched.
And we only watched it
Breaking Bad.
last year for the first time.
It's not that good,
So-
to be honest.
I liked it.
What? I liked it.
I
man. That
like
Better
Breaking
Call
Bad a
Saul.
lot. But one thing
Better Call
I
Saul's good.
feel really guilty about is that I don't like. I tried watching Better Call Saul, which a lot of people say that it gets like when it gets good, it's better than Breaking Bad, at its peak. But for me, I stopped. I don't even remember after how many episodes I stopped watching. I just didn't enjoy Better Call Saul, and I feel so bad about that because everybody says it's so great, and I just need to keep watching. But it just didn't interest me. So I don't know.
I don't want to dwell on the topics of TV shows for too long, but I know Nimro doesn't like this one, but said I think you watched it once and it was a bit too slow for you. But did you watch Severance at all?
What?
Severance? I know I asked you about it, Nimro, but I'm not sure if Annie
Severance?
did or
What's
not.
that?
Yeah, you haven't? Okay, never mind then. It's like on
Clueless.
Apple TV.
It doesn't even ring the bell to me, man.
It's the one I told you about where they separate their work life and their normal life, so they have like an operation or surgery done that they have like a part of their brain that only does the work, and then when they leave work they forget about it and it's just
No,
their
I never
normal
watched.
life
I never
outside of
watched
that.
anything like that, man. It must be.
Oh, I thought you did.
It must be someone else, man.
Maybe. Yeah, that's a good one to watch as well. But anyway,
But I didn't like Game of Thrones.
I digest. Oh, my fiance wouldn't be happy with you about that one.
She does like it or doesn't like it.
No, she does like it. Yeah, that and like House of Dragons or what it's called. Yeah.
Here we go. The painting just took an interesting turn.
Look at
Aha!
this.
Ah.
Yeah.
Now
Got
it's
some
okay.
No,
background
we're
action
talking, now
happening.
we're cooking.
But it still could be a new FAO.
See, at this point in Bob Ross's Twitch stream, he would be going. Everyone in the chat would be like, ruined,
And then everyone would be like, saved.
saved. I always liked it when like he had the brush and he's like, yeah, we gotta beat the devil out of it. And, like does the brush thing on the easel, and everyone in the chat's like, rip devil. Like, Bob Ross 1, devil 0. Oh, that was peak Twitch times, man. That was
Oh,
peak
yeah,
Twitch
that was-
times.
Yeah. But they
That's
still
great.
do those marathons every weekend on YouTube, man.
They do, but they're not as popular as they were. Like when it first came out, the very first time they did the marathon, that was like top tier Twitch moments. I gotta say, that was good times. But this is interesting. This must be always a bit nerve wracking when you're doing this part, because getting that outline and like now painting these kind of darker paints on the light sky. I'd be nervous. I'd be sweating.
No, you can,
To
you
make
can
sure I do it
always
right.
no need. You can always paint over it if you don't like it. So
True.
if I was working with pen and ink, I would be sweating. But this is painting. So I'm just
Fair enough.
even if I don't like it, I can just paint over it and wait a week, paint over it.
Mm.
Like, if I don't like it, then I can wait another week.
New mountain unlocked? Maybe. How many
Or maybe
art
it is a
brushes and
house.
paints do you have? A house? It's a pretty big house, man.
I have currently up this many. Just there. I got 6,
Just
but I
those.
need to get more. They're very cheap.
Mm.
But I try to, and I've got 6 paints, but I currently only use these for a little bit of this one as well. But it kind of
Why
got there by
volcano?
accident. So a little bit of this one, but it's mostly this one. If anybody wants
Weight
to know,
is
this is ivory
Annie.
black, this is titanium white, this is cadmium yellow brightest, and this is ultramarine blue deep, and this is
Nice.
cadmium orange deep.
Is Annie using a secret picture on her lap as inspiration? Ah, yeah, we discussed this last
Yep.
stream, right?
Yeah. Good,
Yes.
very top secret reference down here.
Top secret.
Haven't seen any beaded devil out of it. I'm not that confident yet, maybe.
We have a green screen behind us, That would be a disaster.
All these little paint splatters going everywhere. Where are you driving to, Nimmo? Where's your load headed right now?
We're heading to Wichita in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. I don't think I've never been to Oklahoma before. You been to
Neither.
Oklahoma before?
No.
Just one of those places I've never been to.
But I've seen the
That's Kansas?
latest.
Oh, maybe that's Kansas.
Okay, maybe it's Kansas. Is it actually? Is it? Oh yeah, it's
chat,
Kansas. Sorry.
our
chat.
geography's not too good sometimes. Kansas. Ain't no place like home. Okay. I was there in real life last week. Nice. What were you up to in
Nice.
Kansas?
Chasing tornadoes.
AKA North Oklahoma. Is that a nickname for Kansas?
In North Oklahoma. We don't want to start any beef here.
Rename the DLC North Oklahoma DLC. You live there? Oh, very nice. Very nice. What do you call yourselves? Kansasians?
Kansasians.
Kansans?
Kansasians? Kansans?
I think Kansans. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Grew up in Florida though? Oh, that's quite a change. From the coast into the middle of the US a little bit there. The painting is so breathtaking, a masterpiece, says Cessa in our YouTube chat.
Oh, thank you.
It's very nice.
I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but it's just a fun little painting.
So right now, are you working kind of like on shadows or like the darker areas of this part of the painting?
Just the shadows to guide me.
Kind of serve as like a reference point, right?
And also so I don't do the same mistake that I did last week when I got my white mixed into all my brushes before I worked into black. So just learning
Really
from
enjoying
my
these art
mistakes.
streams. Is that Mount Everest? Oof, it's a good guess. It could be.
Yes, we will be driving in American Truck Simulator with trucks to Mount Everest.
Mount Everest.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
No, somewhere. Well, within American Truck Simulator, I guess. Not totally the same, but I'm painting my living room ceiling this weekend. Nice.
Cool. So cool.
What color? Bright yellow, red.
Ceiling bright yellow.
The first color that you thought of.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the backside of
Damn,
Mount
that
Rushmore.
mountain's coming together quicker than I thought.
Yeah, it's real nice, huh? Just don't use oil paint on your ceiling. Ask me how I know.
Brother.
Lots of good guesses coming in. I'm liking it. But not going to be able to confirm anything just yet. This is the Caribbean, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely. Can't you tell by the beautiful seaside view? Oh, yeah. We are on some Bob Ross stream right now. You are, technically. No, but one of our own very talented artists here at SES Software instead.
Hello.
Annie. Will the location
Hawaiian
be revealed
pine
in
trees?
this
Come
live
on.
field? That's a good question though. Will this location be revealed in this live feed or another live stream? That's a question.
The answer is, who knows?
Who knows?
Well, one thing's for sure, this is gonna need a few more hours. So, but if we can finish it on stream or off stream, but it's not up to me to decide.
And don't forget, chat, if you have any questions for Annie about her artwork or some art questions, or maybe even some questions on how you can get started on art, then do feel free to send them in via our chats here on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube. We're reading your comments, and Annie has the laptop in front of her as well to read your Twitch comments. We'd love to hear from you. Oof, lots of guesses coming in. I'm liking the speculation. It's good. It's what we like to see. With oils, I would have probably have started with the distance first and worked forward. I guess that way there would be a lot of overpainting.
There's a
Says John T.
purpose to the order of the subjects in the painting.
Okay.
We wanted to. There's a reason why we wanted to do the mountain last. Because the front looks kind of generic. The mountain is what gives the location away.
See,
Gotcha.
Chet, that was an ultimate
All
big
planned.
brain move. Big brain move from us. We tricked you, Chet. Once again.
Like the purpose is not to show you this is not a masterclass in oil painting. This is just us having fun.
Yep.
Doing a little reveal.
Has anyone done any clay pottery when in school? I haven't. Annie, have you done any clay pottery before, where you made your own kind of like pottery?
I've done a little bit of it.
What's clay pottery?
You know where like they have
Ceramic.
Oh, okay.
yeah, on the little rotatey thing, and you kind of like shape
You
it
can
up
create
into
mug or a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You did
I've done it
Alex?
on like a. I've never done it. I think the closest I've done it is on like a phone app. That's about it.
There is a phone app
Exactly.
for it.
It's like a,
That doesn't
game
count,
you can
Alex.
play. I'm sorry.
Is there anything there is no phone app for? There's phone app for everything nowadays.
It's true. It's true.
What phone apps are you guys using?
That's a really random question.
Yeah. What's the weirdest phone app you guys are using? Or
I-
without which phone app you guys can't imagine your life anymore?
Good question.
I-
I suddenly forgot all of the apps I have on my phone.
I don't really have any games or anything on my phone.
Me
To be
neither.
very honest.
Weirdest app.
Weirdest app. I mean, I remember when I very first got the iPod Touch, when that first came out. Like back then, like revolutionary, right? Like brand new, never seen before. And they had that app where it was just like a pint of beer in your iPhone and everyone would just pretend to drink it. Do you remember that?
Oh my god.
And then there was that really silly app as well that somebody brought out called I Am Rich, and it would called $1,000, and it was just for people to flex that they had money.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah. I haven't got it, but yeah. I don't know. I don't really have an app I can live without.
I mean, Google
Except-
Maps probably for me.
Yeah, Waze.
I rely on them so much.
Waze.
Spotify, I can't imagine my life
Spotify,
without
yeah.
Spotify anymore.
A couple of cool apps that I do use. There's one like where I can look at the stars and like see what planets are out and stuff like this at night. So when I'm like
Alex,
in
you
a dark
sound to me like a
space-
super specialist for like apps, man.
yeah.
drinking
I mean, there's lots of these
beer.
out here.
I'm rich and all these kind of apps.
No, not at all. There's that one, and there's another one I also, because I do like wildlife photography and stuff on the side as well. And there's like something called like Merlin Bird ID, and basically you just leave it out to record, and it picks up what birds are around you. Like it listens to their song, and it tells you what birds are around.
Did you guys
That's a cool one to have
play?
too.
Did you guys play the Pokemon collecting app?
Oh,
Is it still a
Pokemon
thing?
Go?
I think it still exists.
Are they
It's still
around?
popular, right?
I've seen some I've seen some videos like people falling into fountains and stuff like that because they're trying to catch up Pokemons.
There's that really famous one. I don't remember where it was in the world, but like huge amounts of crowds outside all playing Pokemon Go, trying to find Pokemon, and somebody just yelled from a corner like, "There's a Snorlax!" and the whole crowd was just like running down the street, like screaming.
Wait a minute, wasn't Snorlax the Pokemon that was always sleeping?
Yeah,
Oh, that's me.
exactly that one.
If I was a Pokemon, I would be him.
What Pokemon is your favorite one, guys? And don't say Pikachu or Mewtwo, come on.
Oh, come on. I mean, I only really know the Gen 1 ones. I didn't really like go beyond that. I'll be
Yeah, me
honest
too.
with Pokemon.
Me too.
I never played Pokemon, but if there's a parrot Pokemon, then that's.
There is.
There is. Okay, then the parrot Pokemon.
No, is it? Is it a parrot or sparrow?
Oh, you're thinking of
isn't there like a Pokemon
Pidgeot?
Yeah, Pidgeot.
looks like a parrot? And he's got like a music note for a head. I think it's a Pokemon.
A
he's supposed to be a
music note for
parrot.
head.
I think I don't know. Chad?
Chad, help.
Chad, help!
If it's beyond Gen 1, then not a clue.
I think I googled like parrot Pokemons at some point because I was curious if there were any parrot Pokemon.
Mm.
I'm still
I always like Squirtle or Blastoise when I was younger.
how do you pronounce it? Chateau?
Chateau?
Chateau. What?
Chateau. Oh yeah, that's
Chateau.
the one. That's a cute little parrot Pokemon.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I see it. What generation is this? I don't even know.
He's cute. I like him. He's a parrot.
What about you, Nemiro?
Oh, me? Probably Onyx.
Onyx. Oh yeah, the stone kind of snake one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Also, big hello to everyone that's just come in with the raid with OG
Oh, we
Dapper
got raided.
GR. Hey, thank you for the
Welcome.
raid. Welcome along, everyone. So we're totally just talking about Pokemon there while you're coming
Yeah,
in,
as you
but-
can see, we dropped our games and we just got to art and talking about Pokemon.
There's actually been a trend recently, right? I've seen on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. Okay, I don't actually have a TikTok. I watch TikToks on YouTube. I guess it's kind of like a weird.
That's
a
the
weird
ultimate
thing I
hack, man.
do.
I watch TikToks. I watch TikToks the way God intended. Reposted as Instagram Reels 3 weeks later.
Yes.
With the TikTok watermark.
yeah, exactly. YouTube Shorts, exactly.
Ultimate hack as well.
Yeah, I've seen a trend recently where
To
like
your face, TikTok.
like families, like parents have been like buying the 3 starter Pokemon plushes, you know, like the Charmander, the Bulbasaur, and like putting them out in front of like their baby, and the baby goes towards one and chooses their like starter Pokemon. It's kind of cute. I like it.
Okay.
It's fun. But yeah, I did play Pokemon Blue back then on the Game Boy Color. Classic. Those are the days, man. Those are the days. I watch Dog Shorts. Got some cultured people in the chat. I like it.
Someone finally said it in the chat. Food for Nemiro. Yeah.
Food for
You
Nemiro.
Food for me, please. Always.
You hungry?
Always. That's my
I'm
trick.
hungry too.
I'm
That's
surprised
my
you
trick,
guys don't
Captain
order more
America.
stuff to the
I'm
studio.
always hungry.
You know? Food
I watch
fuel.
parrot videos. Always.
Someone asked me, do you use Sky Safari or Stellarium? That's the one I use for the Star app. Someone was asking about that. Man, that mountain is looking cool.
Yep.
That is looking really sweet.
The rest of the part that was supposed to be my nose now looks like a smoke coming.
They're sending smoke signals, man.
Yeah.
It's like a clue.
Someone's asking Annie, is that a smart ring? Smart ring?
Smart ring.
Not sure what they are asking for.
Smart ring? What's a smart ring?
I
Is it
think
like a
that's
doorbell?
kind of like smartwatch, a ring that can measure your heart rate and temperature.
Oh.
This is a. If you're asking about.
I think they're asking about the second one on the right hand.
Okay, so this is an Australian opal. That I
Ooh.
wait. Okay, it cannot focus.
There is no autofocus.
Yeah. So that's just a cute ring that I got for like €50 maybe, and this is a ring that I got, I believe, in Oslo when I was 18 at a souvenir store, and it cost €1.
Dang.
And I've been wearing it since.
Yeah.
For
That's kinda
absolutely
cool,
no
though.
reason.
But I love these. I love these trinkets.
I don't know why. It has absolutely zero value. It only has sentimental
it has value to
maybe.
you. Yeah, it has value to you.
It is very
Yeah.
cheap. It's got like a little bird engraved into it, like just a little silhouette of a non-specific bird. And I've been wearing it around my middle finger, and actually I feel it really weird.
So you've been
when
always like a birds person? Always?
Yes,
Okay.
I would say always. Like I felt this is very interesting. I am obsessed with like parrots and birds in general, but I wasn't always.
Only parrots or eagles as well, and
Mostly parrots, but I like birds in general, but mostly parrots.
Mm.
And all that started when I was around 15 years old. A little budgie flew into our apartment. I lived with my parents because I was a kid, and I was alone with my mom, and I was just in my bedroom, just minding my own business, and then she ran up, saying that we've got a parrot in my parents' bedroom. We lived on the 3rd floor, and it was a little baby budgie. So we
That's
kinda, so we asked our neighbor to help us catch him. So he did that, and nobody, we would put out flyers and all, but nobody came for him. So we kept him, and that's how the parrot obsession began for me, I think.
nice.
That's pretty cool.
It was a little budgie boy. He would preen us. He was so friendly and cute.
Good to see that the budgie distribution system is working well still.
Budgie distribution system.
That's what they call it with the cats, right? The cat
Yeah.
distribution center or whatever it is.
Budgie distribution system.
Yeah, system. Like you get chosen by the cat or the budgie or whatever it might be. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm quite lucky. I've always been like a big wildlife guy. I've always enjoyed wildlife. I've done photography for wildlife for a lot of my hobbies. Isn't it?
Oh, I've
And,
seen your photos, man. They are awesome.
I haven't. I want to see them.
The owls.
The owl. So the owl.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
was-
owl's a barn owl. It's in
It
my
was-
back garden.
Was it actually like a zoo or?
No, it's in my garden. It's behind my house. It
Shit,
hunts
I-
behind
Alex
my
is
house.
cooking, and I haven't
So-
seen any of his pictures.
Did she
Travesty.
did that all bring also a kind of a ladder for a school?
What?
If that owl brought you a ladder as well into your garden.
Oh, for Hogwarts?
Yeah.
I wish.
Have you been chosen?
No, I haven't.
Damn it.
I haven't. No, not yet. But yeah, we think it's a female owl, and she hunts in the morning and the evenings. And there's like behind our garden, there's an old paddock
she's
where
still there?
horses used to be. She's still flying about every morning. She's there hunting
Nice.
for mice and stuff. So
That's so cool, man.
yeah. So we have that, and we also have some birds of prey nearby as well.
That's
That
awesome.
flavor. So
But you should
yeah, just
you
like,
should check Alex's
I
photos.
will.
Those are awesome.
The thing is, I don't really post them anywhere. I only post them on my Facebook.
Yeah, but I have you on
Profile,
Facebook,
that's
so
You do, yeah.
So
I should
I'm
make
gonna
probably
open
like
Facebook for once.
I should
don't say you
like,
should
open,
kick
like,
me out of your friends.
No. I should do like an Instagram page or something for my photography with those.
Oh yeah,
but
you
I haven't
should.
yet.
You should, man, and
Yeah.
Pinterest as well.
Oh, this is a good one. Did you guys see
Pinterest.
the news about an Australian
Dang.
cockatoo that stopped the first ever Australian rocket launch? They are a menace. Yes, I have. I have.
I
And
haven't heard
actually,
about
that.
I actually fact checked it, and it wasn't a cockatoo, but there was an interview with like I don't know, if it's one of the technicians.
What are we talking about now?
And he said, okay, there's a recent story.
Okay.
Wherein, like, for me, like, I hope I don't like insult anybody, but I think it's like the most Aussie thing ever. where there was a failed like Australia, like it was meant to be like the first, I believe, Australian rocket launch, and it failed to launch. And then it was discovered that some cockatoo like was messing around with some cables, like binding them, because just like doing cockatoo things, and they suspected him as like the number one suspect. But I think in the end it turned out that it wasn't the cockatoo, but it was so funny. They actually like suspected, like could have been the cockatoo.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I love. Oh my god! I love the Australian. I follow so many accounts that just monitor and post Australian cockatoos, because they get into so many shenanigans. Like I've seen the stories of them, like stealing stuff from trash bins, for example, and getting like really smart with it and just making a huge mess. So people would start like putting like logs and like bricks or like heavy cinder blocks on top of the
Is it that kind bird that they also steal like snowboards in the mountains and they like throw them on the hill and they watch them slide down?
I don't know. I would see cockatoos do that.
I've seen that.
But I saw there's a few minutes like documentary on YouTube about it, and there was just like random people being interviewed, and they just kept saying
What's the Czech word for cockatoo? Is it nestor?
Kakadu.
Kakadu. So no, the one I'm thinking about is nestor in Czech. I don't know the English word for it.
Cockatoo gate. I still believe it was actually. But anyway, the cockatoo, they just keep finding new ways to get into trash bins and goes have a
nice.
Awesome. I love just like videos of like birds being absolute menaces. I love that.
I lived in Australia for 2 years, and I had to deal with the Australian magpie. They are super smart and super cool looking, but if they're nesting near you, they will attack you. And like people have to walk around with like bike helmets on their head with like spikes sticking out to try stop them from like hitting your head, because they just dive at you and hit your head. They can make like your head split open, but they are absolute menaces. Also, there's another bird called like the white ibis out there, and they are also known for getting into the bins, so they just call them the bin bird. That's just their nickname, the bin bird. But my favorite one is the kookaburra. I loved hearing the kookaburras, the ones that just always laughing their heads off in the forest somewhere.
They're cute.
Yeah, they're very nice. They'll bite your finger off though. They've got sharp beaks.
I love birds.
So yeah, they're great. The magpies are terrifying. You're right. Oh dang, time is flying away. We've only got like 3 or 4 minutes left.
Why do we? Oh no!
Episode 3 is going to be coming.
I need more time. Oh my god, no.
We have a vacation, right, next week or something like that, so it has to be in July, I guess.
It's going to be in July, so it's going to be next week, because Nemiro's not here and I'm not here, but we'll sync it.
We'll make
Keep
it happen.
Posted, guys. And
we will. We'll most definitely. But lots of great guests coming in. We appreciate you all being here with us for the evening and chilling and chatting with us and talking and chatting art and all sorts of other subjects. It's always a lot of fun. And of course, it's great to see these paintings come to life. It's so interesting just to kind of watch it, you know, how these strokes and brushes can put together something beautiful on a canvas.
Yeah, it's nice for me to practice. Like fun stuff. Yeah, I've seen lots of good guesses, like you said.
As soon as we get some professional geoguesser in here, it's over. It's game over, I'm telling you. It's game over.
What do you mean with... Oh my god. Remember to go wild on socials and on forums. Because I watch those. I stalk them religiously.
BTTF Marty saying, Annie, thanks for the beautiful work. That's very nice.
Thank you, Cheddar. Thank you, BTTF Marty. We'll be back.
We will be.
Once we return from our vacations.
Much needed
vacation.
All right.
I am slow.
Well,
I didn't expect to be this slow, but that's fine.
That's okay. No, I still think there's been some fantastic progress made.
Oh yeah.
Because If this was me behind the canvas, I think we'd be making like a whole year's worth of streams just to kind of do just the trees or something, you know, like I would not
It'd be fun though.
be able to make it.
I hope
Alex
you
told Nemiro he
guys
needs
can
fuel.
actually see clearly what's in the canvas.
There it is. Check that out.
Nice.
That is so nice.
So it's not a UFO. It's not a house
It's not Nemiro's nose.
anymore. At least.
Used to be. It used to be. All right. Well, let's start to slowly wrap things up here, chat.
No,
hope you've,
I'm having fun.
You having fun? I know, but
Yeah,
we're almost out of time. Almost out of time. We gotta wrap
Yep.
things up here. But
We're gonna
chat,
be back.
it's been a lot of fun. We hope you've enjoyed episode 2. If you missed out on the previous episode or you just joined for today's episode, do not panic. You can always check out all the progress, all the fun, all the yapping on our official YouTube channel, youtube.com/SCS Software, where some of you are watching right now. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of that kind of content. But yeah, Nemiro, Annie, thank you.
It was a
It's been
pleasure.
real pleasure
It was
this
a pleasure,
evening.
guys.
It was a
It's been a lot
pleasure.
of fun.
Until next time.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you. Make sure you follow us on all our socials and blogs. Keep the guesses coming. Post them on the forums, on
Let's
our
rate someone?
socials. And
Should we rate
yeah,
someone still?
let's find someone to raid on Twitch real quick.
You on it, or
Let's
should
find
I?
somebody. You can. Let's let you choose. Let's see if you can find somebody for
Chat.
us.
Any tips who we should rate?
Let us know. Let's have a look. I'm looking through now.
It's gonna take me a few seconds for my laptop to start on. So chat. Arrow's Realm is streaming. Okay, so Armstrong Gaming is streaming. as
Armstrong Gaming?
well.
Okay. Who do you think then?
Let's rate
Arrow's Realm.
Arrow's Realm.
Ours Realm?
You on it?
Let's do it.
Okay, you beat me to me.
He's doing some Euro trucking, but that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. Let's head on over there. I'll start the raid. And there we go. And a big thank you, of course, to our good friend behind the scenes, Tomasz. Thank you so much
Yep.
for your hard work today as well. But yeah, thank you, everybody. We'll catch you again soon for another stream to complete the painting.
Yes.
And until then, keep on chucking, everyone. Bye-bye for
See ya.
now.
Yeah.
Catch you later. See you for the raid.